guys, it's me Dominique coming at you guys with another SWV Reunited review. This is season 1 episode 6. First of all, I need to put this out there before I even start reviewing the actual episode. First of all, I didn't realize how short the episode was. That's one. I was not the biggest fan of the finale, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be reviewing this show again. It don't even look like it was gonna have a season 2. But let me go ahead and review this season finale. So starts with Taj talking about her not wanting to move to New York, which we already know. Clearly, we already see. And they're still going back and forth with that. Then the next thing is Coco telling the girls there's nobody in her ear, or I think she was telling Corey. Yeah, she was telling Corey there's nobody in her ear. This is just what she really want to do. Granted, we know you want to do gospel. We know gospel is something you do to heal. But don't say there's nobody in your ear, because clearly, Coco, your mom is in your ear because she's trying to be on that gospel album as well. So don't say, oh, it's nobody in my ear. But in that scene, Corey was right. Corey was like, well, I understand where you coming from, I understand what you're saying, but let's just focus on it right now. Let's just finish out this tour that we doing, these things that we got going on. So then I respected Corey's managerially duties. I don't know, I just made up a word, but you know, Corey was doing what he had to do as a manager and what he was saying. So yeah, I respected that. Another thing is Coco talks about how the whole gospel thing won't affect them as a group, and how she lets the girls hear the song, and you know, the song is pretty good. It's a good song. My thing is, why don't you just put that song on the SWV album, or do you have other songs like that song that you just want to put on the whole gospel album? Like, but my thing is, you could have put that song on the SWV album. And granted, it's a good song, and you know, the girls are supporting her, because I mean, who's gonna really deny that request? But for her to say it's not gonna affect the group, clearly it's gonna affect the group, because when the guy told her, well, you know, this song can make your gospel career, can put you back on with your gospel career, and she was like, yeah, that'll affect SWV. Like, you saying one thing, but then you contradicting. You saying it's not gonna affect the group, but clearly, if you have the success with your gospel album that you actually want to, you know it's going to affect the success of the group. You're not going to be able to give the group your all if your gospel career takes off based on the results of this song. It goes into their meeting with Sony, and I was happy for them, because I thought they took care of the legalities of the whole being signed with the other guy and yada yada yada. But it looks like it's still going to be an issue for them. And Lily, of course, is the only level-headed one that's saying, well, we signed a contract. Like, basically, we screwed. We just got to do what we got to do. And I felt like that was like, I felt bad. Because I really, from watching them on this episode and watching them grow as a group again, like, it made me kind of sad. Because, like, the fact that they're stuck in this place right now because of being stuck in a contract. So I did kind of feel bad for that. So then the next scene goes into Taj and her husband looking at apartments, and we still know Taj is not interested, and then her husband is like, we know Taj don't really want to move, but then it seems like her husband is like, well, you know, this may just happen. You just gonna have to accept it. And then in her mind, that's what she's thinking too. So yeah. So they go to Tottenham Market to try to get out of their contract, and obviously he doesn't want to let them go. But clearly, like, duh, he's not gonna let y'all go, because all these years y'all wasn't doing nothing. If y'all would have asked to be let go years ago before y'all got this show, then he probably would have let y'all off the hook. But of course he's not gonna let y'all off the hook now. He knows y'all on the show. He feel like his money gonna be coming in. Why would he let y'all go? I mean, in a business sense, it makes sense. Ethically, because he knows they didn't perform, and he knows that's not what y'all really want, but he don't care, because he's thinking all about his money. It makes sense that he's not gonna want to let y'all go, because y'all on a TV show. So of course he feels like they're on a TV show, they're gaining popularity again, we can make some money off of them, even though the last album we didn't. And there's a conversation with Jeff Jeff is sounding like he don't want no part of it, but then he's like, oh, we'll just figure it. I'll figure things out. But I think in a way that probably was for TV, because that situation seems really messy. So Coco suddenly has this epiphany that, like, I don't want to do this. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to do this. I don't feel good about it, yada, yada, yada. To me, personally, in my opinion, I felt like Coco was saying all that because she felt like it wasn't worth it for her to go ahead and do this album and re-jump on the SWV bandwagon when she was being told that her gospel career could take off. So then I feel like she was on some shady shit. And she was thinking about self again. She was thinking about Coco, and she was thinking about Coco's gospel career and making her mom happy. So I feel like that's why she was so diehard about, like, I don't want to record this album with Marcus. I don't want to do it. Yada, yada, yada. And then you it's like, you know the girl. You know if y'all don't do it, then y'all could be sued. So I feel like in Coco's mind, it's like, okay, well, I just won't do SWV at all. That way we can't be sued. But my name's already out there again because we're on this show. So I can get back on my solo career and get back on my success by myself. Then it's the scene, Taj and her husband. He doesn't take the job, right? My thing is, I don't think that was the best decision as a whole for their family because, yeah, you're supporting Taj and her career again, but from the way the looks of it, the group might not even make it past this little tour that they did. So maybe you should have took that job. But then again, he probably has other opportunities and he didn't really need to take the job. So, I mean, it makes sense. So they're at the concert, and of course they sing Weak. It's funny that they always be like, everybody knows the song, the lyrics to Weak, and everybody loves that song. Because it's funny because we do, like, Weak is one of those songs that come on anywhere, on the radio, in the club, on Pandora, on iTunes Radio, and you just know the songs. You just know the lyrics. You're just gonna go sing because it's just that song. It's a classic. And it's funny that they said that. But like I said, I was not the biggest fan of the way the season ended. 6 episodes. I guess they're just trying to throw it out there and see what the response is. But I mean, this season finale is not what I would expect to be season finale material, because that I felt like this episode was a better fit for during the season than in the season finale. So that's my review, whatever. It was condensed as hell. Like, I just didn't like this. I didn't like this episode. I didn't like the finale. And it just didn't do it for me. If they have a next season, depending on the trailer and the previews, I may or may not watch this again. But that season finale, like, really killed it for me. So, until next video, I'm out.